Ready? Honorable Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be here today at the Conference of Chief Ministers of Northern India organized by the Chambers of Commerce and Industry. It gives me great pleasure to share my thoughts with the Chief Ministers of some of the largest states of the country and some of the captains of the Indian industry and to discuss with them some important matters of relevance to all of us. It is necessary to note that today India is among the fastest growing countries in the world. The growth rate has increased to more than 7% in the last decade, and our share in the world trade has more than doubled in the last 2 decades. I would like to inform you that we are the third largest economy in the world in terms of purchasing power. However, I would like to inform you in this connection that our growth rate has decreased to some extent in the last 5 years, and I have to point out that growth is dependent on the investment rate and also the proper use of capital. So, in the first place, we have to create the conditions required for this purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, in the light of the experiences of the past 50 years, we are well aware that the manufacturing sector is a very important tool for the creation of jobs in the country. So, it is necessary that the growth of this sector should be considered vital for the overall growth of the economy. In this connection, we have to take into consideration the fact that the share of manufacturing industry is less than that of many countries in Asia. However, in my opinion, we need not feel bad, as I think you will be glad to note that the average age of our population is below 30 years. More than 60% of it is in the working age group. So there is no doubt that we are in a position to encourage future growth. At the same time, it has to be borne in mind that it is necessary for us to create jobs for such a large working of population. In this connection, I would like to point out that we have plans to increase the contribution of the manufacturing industry to 25%. It appears to me that we have to change our priorities with reference to the position in the rest of the world. I would like to suggest that for this purpose, we should strengthen the weak areas in our industry. I think it is my duty to reiterate that huge sums of money should be allocated for research and development in all parts of the country. I am sorry to state that we do not have the culture of constant research and innovation at present. You may appreciate my point if you know that the number of patents applied for by Indians is very small. I would like to appeal to the private sector to increase their share in their expenditure on research. As done in other parts of the world, our scientists are in no way less capable than those the developed countries, and if there are proper funding for research, I see no reason why India should not become a superpower in the near future. What I wish to say is that it is not only the government sector but also the private sector that has a role to play in this regard. I would like to bring to your kind attention another point. In spite of the fact that we have a large number of institutions for higher education, the quality of education is not high in comparison with other countries of the world. In this regard, I hope and trust that our schools and colleges will become centers of excellence as soon as possible. In other words, we have to encourage the creation of a number of talented teachers in order to achieve this end. It is a matter of satisfaction that our country is mainly an agricultural country. In spite of this, we are facing food shortage in some parts of the country. It is a sorry state of affairs. So, as a matter of necessity, we have to find ways and means to increase food security and to provide equitable development. You may be aware of the fact that the role of the service sector has increased very much in the past few years, and to achieve economic growth, we must improve our services in the banking and technology sectors. In this connection, I would like to point out that our banking and financial industry was able to face the slump last year as a result of our regulatory system. You may have noticed that large sections of the population were not affected by the slowdown in recent years. In other parts of the world, I would like to point out that states with large economies are important for the growth of the national economy in consideration of the fact that the contribution of northern states to the economy is less than one quarter. I would like the chief ministers of the northern states to overcome this challenge. I conclude with these words and I thank for the opportunity given to me to address you this evening.